Okay, this week we have Kath suggested things that have meaning to us of sorts, just items in our room, I guess. I didn't know what else to do, and I found some stuff. And it was actually harder than I thought, because I thought, everything in my room has meaning to me. And it does, but some stuff I could toss out and it wouldn't mean a thing. I found I'm a hoarder, especially going through all my clothes, which I showed you guys if you watched that video. Um, yes, I've decided to downsize actually for my move home, just to get rid of stuff. We'll see how that goes. Let's start. Let's see. I'll just start with, I have a pile of stuff. Well, I could start with the cards behind me. All those are Christmas cards and birthday cards from all of you girls, and family and friends and stuff. I love them. This is kind of silly. Reminds me of high school. I was a year ahead in math, which I shouldn't have been, but my best friend Sarah and I and some others, we were ahead in math, so we had some, it was my sophomore year, I think it was. We had some juniors in our class, and one of them, she was really funny, her name was Megan. She read a lot from Deeper Thoughts with Jack Handy from SNL, and I just thought they were really funny, so I went and bought it, and I actually haven't looked at this thing in so long, and I marked some, and they're kind of stupid. This one has a lot of stars. I really like this one. I'll read it. The crow seemed to be calling his name, thought Caw. I don't know why it's funny. To me, it's a good idea to carry 2 sacks of something when you walk around. That way, if anybody says, "Hey, can you give me a hand?" you can say, "Sorry, I've got these sacks." It was just a segment on SNL where they would put really calm pictures up, and Jack Handy would just read a bunch of things, silly things like this. Let's keep doing books then. My mom bought this for me, but this is something she got me this year for Christmas because I had mentioned it, just how much I wanted the book because I hadn't read it in a long time, since high school actually, and I wanted to read it again. And I didn't ask for the book, but she got it for me, and it was really nice. I talked about this before, Perks of Being a Wallflower. This is my copy. It's really beat up. You can tell that the front has smudges on it, and I could turn to any given page, I'm sure. There's books that Charlie suggests to read, and I have them all marked out. There's quotes, and I put dates that I put on here. Yeah, I'll read you a quote. Or some. I can edit this down. If you don't know the story, Charlie loves music, and he made a mixtape for his friend Patrick. And a quote that I marked this most recent time I read it was, it said, I hope it's the kind of second side that he can listen to whenever he drives alone and feel like he belongs to something whenever he's sad. I hope it can be that for him. I don't know, it's just it's a wonderful book, and just sometimes I'm I have that thought. Oh, here's another one. I marked this one in high school. And I thought that all those little kids are going to grow up someday, and all those little kids are going to do something do the same things that we do, and they will all kiss somebody someday. But for now, sledding is enough. I think it would be great if sledding were always enough, but it isn't. This book's a lot about innocence and growing up, and I needed that in high school to know that someone else was going through it or had gone through it. I suggest this to everyone. Maybe I'll just buy a copy for everyone. Even little quotes, something I marked, or how everything is a deafening whisper. I love it. Just quotes like that. I have Emmy's crane that she folded and sent to me. This was her first crane. I cried when I got this for Christmas. I remember I was going to the Halloween party, and I was on chat with you, and I showed you how to fold a crane. I remember doing that. That was a lot of fun. Let's see, we didn't talk about that yet. Oh, my grandma got me this. And it's not so much the frog that I like, it's this little pin. I don't remember when she got this for me, but I love it. This started our angels thing. She got me this pin. The women at her church would make them and sell them. And she got me this little pin, and it stayed on this frog the whole time. And from there we bought angel stuff for each other, and I looked everywhere for angel pins and angel things for her. And that's why I wanted to get, I can show you guys the design that I have. I have her I love you from a Christmas card, which is, my grandma didn't say stuff like that. She never signed love you. It was always signed Grandma B, or Grandma Betty. And she never even said love you very much. It was always like, I love you, Grandma, and she'd go, mm-hmm, because that's how she grew up. And it was really sad, and my mom got after her, and after a while, like, the last time that we talked, I went home, and we were visiting, and I didn't know it was going to be the last time I saw her, but I hugged her, and I said, I love you, Grandma, and she hugged me back, and she went, mm-hmm, I love you too. And I don't know, I was glad that that was our last moment that we had together. It was a nice moment. A couple years before she passed, I was still in the dorm, so 4 years ago, I went to Build-A-Bear, and I made this for her, and I bought the angel outfit especially for her. Even got little white underwear on here, shoes and stuff, and this was still in the box. After she passed, she kept it, and they decided to give it to me. So, I mean, I bought it for her and made it for her, but it's something that I wanted to have. And last thing for my grandma that I can think of, I took a lot of her jewelry, but this is her necklace, and there's stars that go with it, but this is something simple that I like, and it reminds me of her. I wear it every day. If I don't wear this, I wear another necklace of hers. I sleep in this. The only time I take it off is when I shower, and I love it. What else? Let's see. Oh, I kept these flower petals. I've only been bought flowers 3 times in my life. But my dad bought these for me for my graduation from college, and my mom said that during the ceremony or before, my dad's like, let's get her some flowers, and she's like, are you sure? And he's like, he gave her money, and he picked out the flowers that he wanted to get me, and she bought them and gave them to me and said, these are from your dad. And they were bright yellow and orange, and they were beautiful. There's a picture of me and my brother, and I'm holding them. I dried them out and saved them because that meant a lot to me that my dad got me those. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, my mom bought this for me, but hairspray. We went and saw this together in the theater the night before I moved to college. It reminds her of me, and it makes us sad but happy at the same time, and I love it. It's a great movie anyway, but it reminds me of my mom a lot. My brother made this for me. You guys have seen this. I've talked about him before. His name is Giraffe, like giraffe. My brother said it was ugly, but he took a Care Bear pattern and altered it and made it into a giraffe. And these are like the tails and everything, but he put them on the top, and he only was able to make a few of the spots before he could give it to me. And he said, oh, I'll make more. And I never let him. I've had this since high school, and I sleep with it every night. This is my current notebook that I write in. It's really beat up. It has had water damage and writing. And the first thing, oh hey, I took this from Emily at Horror Hound, but never had him sign it. I wonder what happened to that. Oh, I have another picture of Daryl. The first thing that's in here was from November 29th, 2011, the day before my birthday, and it was my fan fiction that I was going to write. for The Walking Dead, about a girl, pretty much me, or the badass that I would hope I could be, who breaks Daryl down, and they're good to each other. That's not all that's in here. I have other stuff. But this is my notebook, and I have notes from work that I stick in here. It has staples on there. What else do I have in here? One day, Miss Marquez. Every time I pull out my notebook, she like makes me go do something. I can be on my phone for hours and she doesn't care. Anytime I start writing anything, she makes me do something. So one day I sat down with the kids to color, and I wrote notes in crayon. And she has no idea that I wrote them, but I wrote notes in crayon for a story that an idea that I had, so she wouldn't make me do something else. I have tattoo ideas. On the back of the letter I, my koi fish stuff. But I love what Emmy has, and I want to run with that idea. I also thought, oh, I had this idea. I saw that last summer. I also thought about doing like a dragon on the other one, because in the koi story, the koi fish turns into a dragon. These are story notes that I need to go through. But this is my notebook, and it's getting full. And I love it, though. I can't wait for my kids to find this, you know. Let's see. Oh, one of the last few things. I've had this since high school. I had a very special teacher. He was my art teacher. We were very different but very similar. He was a fantastic artist. Like, he could do real life. He did large scale, small scale, like, and he knew his facts. Like, he was an amazing artist. I feel like I was more of like a liberal, like, I'm gonna splatter paint some stuff and call it art, and he was more realism. But he was straight-laced, and everyone gave him a really hard time, and I adored him, though. We butted heads a few times, but in like a respectable way, I guess. Like, we had respect for each other. He left before my senior year, though. He said, you know, as much as he liked me and our class and my friends that were in the art classes, he had an opportunity to move on, and he felt he needed to. I want to email him. He did a lot for me. We had to take an intro to 2D and intro to 3D art. And in my intro to 3D art, Sam, this is what I talk about when I talk about soldering. I took a long piece of, it was just a coil of metal, and I took it and I did the outline of a giraffe, spots and all, did the head and the neck, and then did 4 legs so that it could stand. I tied copper down the back and for the tail, and it was just the outline of a giraffe, and it was on display, and one of the special ed teachers saw it, and she loves giraffes apparently, and she asked if she could buy it, and I was like, what? Like, someone wants to buy my art? And he told me about it, and I was like, well, you know, I really want to keep it. I didn't expect to sell it. I really wanted to keep it. So he let me come in during my homeroom time. Yeah, it was freshman year. He let me come in during my homeroom time and during class time, extra time that we had. He let me work on one, and I sold it for $20. Yeah, that's a lot of money when you're a freshman. And after my project was done, he's like, I know I shouldn't do this, but I got this for you. And I think he had it, but he's like, it kind of went with your project. And he gave it to me. And I've kept it this whole time because of him and because of that connection that we had. That was kind of a long story, but I miss him, and I think I'm going to try to contact him soon. Of course, I have my Norman picture. This means a lot to me because of being with you girls and because of all the stuff that Norman's done for me, of course. This is right by my bed, as you have all seen. I also have this picture, which I printed too big, but cut it down to fit the frame. I may print it again, but I love seeing you lovely ladies every day, and I love this picture, and I'm glad that we have it. the final thing I'm going to show you is one of the first major things that happened to me my freshman year with friendship and secrets, and why I like to talk about things and share secrets. I don't know if you guys have heard of Post Secret. It's a website where this guy Frank started a community where people would send him their secrets anonymously in the mail, and he would post them online. And it's gotten huge. Like, there's books and people send in secrets, and there was an app for the iPhone that got destroyed for some reason. I don't remember why. And people shared secrets, and there's conventions, and people will meet, and it's just so liberating to send your secrets. And my friend Sarah M., who I've talked about before, she was my best friend ever, really. And we sat down one night and we wrote a bunch of secrets and shared them with each other, and then we bought a book of stamps and we sent them in, and none of them made them on the website. But I sent one of my own that I didn't tell her about, and we were scrolling through the page like we did every Sunday after we slept over at each other's house, and my heart skipped a beat because my secret was on the webpage. It showed up, and I didn't say anything to her. And we got to the bottom, and I was like, I have a secret to tell you. She's like, what's going on? And I was like, one of my secrets was on that page. And she scrolled through, and she knew exactly which one it was, because she knew me just so well, and of course my handwriting and stuff. Not only did it make it on the website, it was in the first Post Secret book. That was huge for me too. When it went on sale, it was sitting like this on the page to buy it, and my secret's on this page. It's this one down here. I don't know if you can really read it. I was a freshman in high school, and it says, sometimes I wish I had lung cancer so my mom would quit smoking. I truly believe that. I'm not a fan of smoking. I've done it before. I actually crave cigarettes when I'm homesick, which is weird, but I grew up with it. But my mom quit smoking in October, and she's still going strong. My dad's cut back and only smokes outside or in the bathroom with the vent on. I worry about their health a lot, but I want them around for as long as possible. And yeah, it's kind of, that could tangent onto other things, and I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I just want them to be around because they mean a lot to me, obviously. But yeah, this was huge for me. I think that's really all I've got. There's probably other things. This is the stuff that stood out, and I gotta get this video up. I don't have a suggestion for next week. I'm excited to see Emily's peanut butter face. I was wondering when punishments would start. I like our rules. Upload on your day. If two of us from the group are together, we have to do videos. So Kath and I are gonna have videos in 3 weeks. How exciting is that? I think we're gonna try to put together a Hello Herman trip adventure video too, and maybe send it to Norman, see what, maybe he'll see it. Yes. So I love you girls. If I could show one of my most precious things, I would show all of you on here. It sounds cheesy and we say it all the time, but I love you guys, and I'm so happy I have you in my life. You keep me grounded, and I need that, especially right now. I need something to help me get through everything. Yeah, that's it. I'm excited to see everyone else's videos, whether you do precious things to you or not. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. All right, I love you guys.